The idea of closing or just really making sure it's a fit for your client or an applicant, I think about it always from the applicant side. I mean, we're a consumer 99% of the day. The person that sold us coffee this morning, the person that we go and go to our dry cleaning, the person that for childcare, what have you. You're constantly doing what our clients are doing in us, which is, can you do what I want at a price that works for me, or should I go to one of the 1,000 competitors that I can find on my phone right now? And so, when you go to look for a car, why don't they let you leave? Because they know if they can get you to sign up right then and there, it's over and done with.
Yeah.
And it's the psychology behind it all. And so I find sometimes my best clients, or the clients that at first are going to give me the hardest time, it's when I let them walk away and say thank you, but unfortunately I don't think this is going to work on your terms.
Yeah.
They come back and say, you know what, you were right.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. And they went from being a difficult prospective client to one of my favorite clients. Yeah. And they were just so caught up in that cancer that you analogized to, that they lost themselves a little bit, and just making sure that I wasn't going to rob them, or that I wasn't going to be the shady attorney.
That said, like letting them go, because there's so many lawyers that would be a salesman, try to close the deal really hard, a hard sale. I'm like, you know what? If it doesn't work, I understand, appreciate that, respect it. I do wish you the best of luck. And they say, oh, this person's not just trying to take my money. Like, you just let it go. And it really changed their perspective, because they've dealt with people like that. And they come in with that worry. Is this going to be a real person or a con man?
I use the same tactic, and I recommend the same tactic in the dating world. It's how I got my wife. If you are thirsty, if you are overly aggressive, and you say, no, this has to happen, the age of that salesperson, I think, is dying. I think you and I both know that as soon as somebody's that aggressive with us, it says, sign up today, here's a retainer, It's kind of like, you're a little bit too pushy for my taste, one. And two, in the age of competition and access because of the internet, give me a day.
Yeah.
And I find, to your point, when somebody says take my money, I want to hire you, and you're reluctant to do that for whatever reason, I think that ultimately goes to the strength of what could be a good relationship. Or, and I'm sure you've had this, somebody that you say, unfortunately I can't help you, but thank you so much, and gave them the respect and the time of day at that point in time, they end up referring you great clients.
Yeah.
Because they realize that even in almost a breakup, if you will, that you were a professional.
Yeah.
When, as you know, a lot of times that's when attorneys get their ugliest, is when things don't work out. And now you're getting negative emails and threatening suing people and putting liens on stuff. And it's one of those things where, you said it earlier, our reputation is the greatest thing that we have. And if you're trying to build a 50-year career, because fortunately that's what the law provides, well then why worry about this one person?
Yeah. I have a Nats case with a gentleman came, a Greek gentleman, for naturalization, and he wasn't happy with the fee, so he's like, you know what, I won't do it and stuff. That guy's been referring me a case every 6 months for the last 3 years. Even though I didn't take his case, my price was higher than he wanted to. He's like, I know you're good. So that's just the way it is. The hard sale. I even tell people sometimes we'll go into the meeting and I'm 20 minutes into it. I need to get more efficient. They're like, no, let's just close. I want to pay you. I know you're good. I said, no, listen, go home, sleep on it, talk with your spouse, go talk with some other people. This is complex stuff, and get a good feeling, and then come back. And then that really just shows that I'm not trying to hound people over money. I'll take a hit, 1 month not making as much as I want to or whatever.
Yeah.
But I have a relationship, because it's the foundation you're talking about, the slow and steady, and that's really important when you're a career like law is. That's long term. I don't believe bots and robots are going to take law away or affect us in really any meaningful way. This is such a personal experience that no robot could do it, because we have to talk to people, get information out of them, emotional kind of stuff, private stuff people don't want to think about, some people don't feel like thinking about. A robot's not going to do that. You need a person that has a relationship that could get that info out. And so we have that job guarantee. The only thing that can harm us is ourselves by hurting our relationship with clients and how we present ourselves and how backwards we are in our public persona and marketing and stuff like that.